I'm back. I still have videos to post, and I told you that in the last video. My goodness, am I slow. It's because I got this new monitor, and it was having lag, and I was trying to figure that out, and then I was finishing school. It was finals week. Anyway, I've been super busy. I'm really sorry. But I had to review this movie because I saw it last night, and I loved it. I feel like I have the need to tell everyone to go see this movie because I know Marvel's been slacking. If you couldn't tell by the thumbnail, it's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So, this movie was great. Also, I will say no spoilers in this video because I realize most people probably haven't seen it yet. But I loved it, and you should go see it. So, I know that Marvel hasn't been as good lately. Thor: Love and Thunder wasn't a big fan. I felt like it was a spoof of Thor. It wasn't a real Thor movie that couldn't take anything seriously. Multiverse of Madness was just kind of weird. It wasn't bad. Like, I didn't hate it, but I don't know. It wasn't great. She-Hulk, the show, wasn't very good. Moon Knight was good. But just in general, Marvel hasn't really been on their A game, what they used to be. And this felt great. This movie felt like what Marvel used to be. And I know I said that about Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, but comparing how I feel after watching Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 to how I felt after Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, this movie far surpasses that one. This movie is so much better. And please trust me on this one. This movie's good. It has like 96% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I think it's fully deserving of all 96 of those percentages.
What?
This movie's emotional. It's sad. It's hard to watch at times, but it's also so beautiful, and you care about the characters so much more. And the way they finish it off. This isn't a spoiler because James Gunn has said it plenty of times that this is the last of his Guardians movie, so he's not going to make a Guardians of the Galaxy 4, basically. It doesn't mean that we won't see any of them again, but it means that this is the last of his Guardians movies. He's the director, if you didn't know. And it's the perfect send-off to the Guardians. I just feel like there's nothing really that I can complain about this movie. One gripe I heard was that the villain, the High Evolutionary, screamed too much, which I could see being true. But I didn't feel like he was screaming until the third act, and by then it felt sort of deserved that he was just angry, because everything was falling apart, and he felt like he had to convey an immense amount of emotion. And he's also insane, so he just does that through screaming, like he's a villain. So I actually thought he did a really good job. I thought he was pretty menacing, especially when he was just talking. You could tell he doesn't give two craps about anyone else but himself and his creation of a perfect world. He's a fine villain. I thought he actually did a pretty good job. The actor did a really good job. I could see that he screams too much in the third act, but it's a minor gripe, and it's really not a big deal. The humor worked really well in this movie. It wasn't too much. It wasn't like Thor: Love and Thunder. It was just making fun of itself, basically. It was just genuinely funny because we love these characters. They were making jokes that made sense, that fit the moment, but didn't take away from the emotion of the movie. There were emotional moments. I for sure teared up at one part. My goodness. It's so much fun. The action is awesome. The cinematography was great. The directing was great. The acting was great. Basically, I love this movie. And you should definitely see it if you have been feeling like Marvel is not on its A game and you're not loving Marvel lately. Go see this one in theaters, please. It is so good, and it deserves the support because they did a great job. The real star of this movie, I will say, is Rocket Raccoon. I think he is so good. We get more of his backstory in this movie. It shows that a little bit in the trailers that they're gonna tell more about him, and we do. We learn about where he came from and why he is the way he is. And it just makes you love and appreciate him and care about him so much more because of what he had to go through. And there's 2 post-credit scenes. They're fun. They're not necessary, but they're fun, so you should stay anyways because it's a Marvel movie and those are always there. But anyways, that's my just overall general thoughts without spoiling anything. Please go see this movie. It's great. I know I've said that a million times. But also, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share because I'm trying to get my name out there. I want more subscribers. I want to keep doing this, but I need your guys' help so much. So thank you. To everyone who's already subscribed, I'm getting like 50 views on every video, and I only have 35 subscribers, so come on, subscribe. Anyways, appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video, which will hopefully be out soon. Let me know if you still want those. A Mario Bros. Review, Air, and Dungeons & Dragons. Just let me know if you still want me to post those, because I'll gladly do so, and I'll work on it much faster, I promise. Anyways, take care. See ya.